It's been a while since I've updated you on this. I haven't done too much. It's just summer, so not as much motivation. Plus, juggling this with all these other projects I have slows things down. But got all these welded in. The welds don't look pretty by any means, but they're airtight for the most part. I've seen a few areas that I need to go put a extra weld over the top, and I'm tempted to take a TIG welder and rerun a bead over all these now that these are filled, just to make it look prettier, or even grind these off flush. But after welding these on and seeing it and brushing off the steel, I almost kind of like the brushed metal look here. May keep it, may not, just depends how I feel, I guess, when I finish it up. But yeah, I haven't done a whole lot other than the welds on those pipes. You can see on the backside they're sticking out quite a bit, but not worried about it. And yeah, I started marking areas that I thought might give me issues, so I can go over and weld them again. And then yeah, with all these welds, it was easy to lose track where you're at and forget something. I completely forgot a weld there that I need to fill. But yeah, it's just not a whole lot of motivation. As far as it's not cold, I haven't been needing it, but am ready to wrap it up. But for now, I need to move it from the garage right here to a shop that's 100 yards away or so. And it is not easy to move, like not at all. So those casters I bought, I got 4 of these off Amazon. I originally wanted 2 of them to be swivel, the front 2, and the back to be rigid, kind of like I did my welding cart right here. But Amazon had a great deal on these. These are I think 350-pound casters each, so that's 1,400 pounds between the 4 of them. And then they didn't sell it, so 2 were swivel and 2 were rigid. They just had all 4 of them like this, and to buy 2 swivel and 2 rigid separately, it'd be like double the price. So I'm just gonna put on the swivel ones on all 4, and if it gives me issues, I may just weld like the back ones so they're rigid, and if that breaks somehow, then I don't know, figure something out. But I cut this 2-inch by 2-inch by 1/4-inch walled square tubing, 4 of them, because I'm gonna weld them here, and then just it'll give it a little bit wider base. And then measured the distance from laying this here, when this on the outside, how much area it needs, or space it needs. So you can see when I set that there and the caster spins, I need to leave enough area or space so when it's spinning it doesn't hit on the side right there. So it ended up being 4.5 inches. And yeah, I'm not bolting these on. I'll probably just put a weld in there. It'll be a little bit faster. Yeah, I just finished cutting all these from scrap metal, and then gonna weld those on the side. And I'm still taking these nuts and bolts right here that after these are welded on to the side, I'm going to weld this bolt up in there. And then so that way, once it's where I want it, I can just unscrew these bolts and it'll lift it up off the wheels and also lock it into place. But get to it. Ran into a little bit of an issue when I was measuring these. I measured these ones, so put it on the edge and measured 4.5 inches, which is fine. It'll give me enough space. But on this, there's the brake right here, and that brake sticks out further, you can see, than the ones without. So I'm just on the 2 brake ones, I'm gonna just cut the ends off right there so it'll sit more like that on those. and give me enough clearance. Got them shortened, but about to weld it to the tubing first, then weld it onto there. But this is coated, so it's gonna put off some nasty fumes. So I have everything opened, airflow, and I'm wearing a mask. And then I'm just gonna attack it while I'm holding my breath, and then let it clear out, then come back, because I'm not trying to breathe that stuff in. Got the casters welded on. Just little tacks, not really worried about them because they're going to be holding themselves on, but they're going to be welded like that. And then so I'm actually just putting the two locked ones on the front rather than on each corner, because I did decide to just weld these so they're rigid and they don't spin. It'll be easier to handle it, but I'll finish welding that on and then start putting them on there. Got all the wheels tacked on. Now just need to put a bead on all of them, but I'm almost out of gas, so I'll probably call that a day for now. See you next time.